welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to film this tutorial a little bit differently. I hope the quality is a little bit better, so let me know if you like this type of filming more than what I have been doing in the past. But I'm starting off with my eyes first and just applying a base all over my lid. As always, all products and brushes that I used will be listed in the order used in the description box below. So just take a look down there if there's something that you wanted to know more about that I am using, but I will be using Makeup Geek eyeshadows for this look. I'm just taking a mixture of Vanilla Bean and White Lies right now on a MAC 242 brush and just patting that all over my lid. Next, I'm taking Beaches and Cream, also by Makeup Geek, on a soft dome brush, also by Makeup Geek, and I'm just putting that in my crease and just blending that out. I'm going to keep going back in until I get the desired intensity that I want with that color and just keep blending. I noticed Kendall had a lot of warmth to her eye, so I'm using this matte yellow shade called Chickadee and just adding that into my crease, just concentrating it on my lower crease and blending that in. If you like the shade Rule by MAC, then you will absolutely love this shade. It's very comparable to that MAC eyeshadow for a fraction of the cost. Now I'm just taking a little bit of Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear, which is also a very warm tone shade. It's a warm brown, and it's very comparable to MAC Brown Script. So also another great dupe for MAC eyeshadow. And then I'm going back in with a blending brush and just making sure that's all blended out. When blending out your eyeshadow, it can get a little bit messy, but that's a good thing, but it also loses the intensity on that lid. So just go back in with those two shades we used previous and pack that all over the lid again. To line my lid and create that very dramatic wing that Kendall has going on in this makeup look, I'm just using the Inglot number 77 Gel Liner and a MAC 266 brush. This is my favorite way to apply gel liner. I'm just quickly going through this step because I'm going to do a full in-depth eyeliner tutorial, but in this look Kendall does have it brought in to the corner of her eye, so just make sure you line that very inner corner with your liner. And then I'm just going to clean up any fallout that I have underneath my eye before I apply all my foundation and concealers. And also to clean up that wing, I'm going to just take some concealer and just run it along the very bottom portion of that liner, and it really does make for a nice clean, crisp line. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of the gel liner to make it more elongated and just clean that up. Now with the same shades you put on your lid, just go in and highlight that brow and go back in with that blending brush by Makeup Geek and blend everything out again. And for my brows, I'm just going to run through this quick. I do have a brow tutorial, but I am going a little bit lighter on my brows just because Kendall has very full, natural looking brows. So I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and just create little tiny brow strokes, brow hairs in the front portion of my brow. I already applied a wax, and then to set everything, I'm going to just use this caramel shade by Anastasia as well. For my lashes, I'm using these Koko lashes in Ariel. By the picture of Kendall, I couldn't really tell what kind of lashes she was wearing, but these ones seem to fit the look pretty good to me, so I'm just applying them with some duo lash adhesive. And the band wasn't bending too well, so I just had to hold both ends. But this is what the finished look looks like with the lashes applied, and I will go back in and cover up any glue that you can see. This makeup look is a full-on, full face of makeup, so if you're not into really heavy makeup looks, then you won't like this. But even though I'm using a lot of product, I'm not going to let it look cakey. I'm just going to take the steps that I need to make sure that everything's blended, even though it is a full-on, full face of makeup. First, I'm just applying a primer so that this all can last. This is an event-appropriate makeup, so if you have someplace special to be, this would be perfect for you to do. And for my foundation, I'm just using my Estee Lauder Double Wear in Tawny and a Real Techniques beauty sponge, just applying that all over my face. I find this is the best way to apply Double Wear foundation. It just blends it in seamlessly without it looking cakey. Just making sure I blend this really well into my hairline, and also I'm going to be taking the foundation down my neck as well. You just want everything to look seamless and blended, especially if you self-tan like I do. Your face may not match your body, so you just want to blend everything in, hairline, neck included. And then I'm just going over my whole face with this MAC set powder. It's perfect for mattifying the face. Usually I don't need it with the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It is pretty matte on its own, but for this look I was a little bit too dewy, so I did want to mattify my face, and this is the perfect setting powder to do so. This powder also gives you a soft focus effect, so it makes your skin look absolutely flawless. Highly recommend this powder if you've never checked it out before. I don't hear a lot of people talk about it, but it is such a great mattifying face translucent powder. I noticed by the picture that Kendall had a lot of brightening going on underneath her eye, which is no surprise as she is a Kardashian or a Jenner. So I'm just going to town with my concealer. I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear in NC20. I know this is going to hold up and last for my event. And just putting that underneath my eye, blending it out with my finger to start with, but then going back in with my Real Techniques sponge in a few minutes. And then I'm going to go in with that MAC highlighting pen in Light Boost. This is just going to further highlight my cheeks and also blend right into that concealer. I look like I'm wearing some crazy war paint right now, but trust me, the whole look will come together. Thank goodness I didn't have those packages open. I'm going to town with my powder underneath my eye. I'm just combining Cameo and the banana powder because banana alone isn't my shade. So just putting a little bit of that Cameo will make this look a little bit better. Yes, I'm making this face because I caked on the powder. I'm letting that powder cook underneath my eye, so I haven't brushed it away yet. You can see it looks extremely heavy underneath the eye with powder. That will go away after I'm done doing my under eye, but if I have any more fallout, I can just brush it away on that powder. So I'm just using that Koko Bear and this flat definer brush and just pressing that into my lower lash line. I'm not blending it out at all. And then I'm going in with a flesh tone pencil. This is Rue Bonaparte by NARS, and now I'm going in with that big powder brush and just brushing all of that powder I put underneath my eye away, and trust me, your concealer will not move after this step. The inner portion of the eye is really important in this look. You can tell Kendall has a very sharp defined inner corner. So I'm just going in with the Kat Von D Eyeliner Pen and just making that very defined. You don't want to forget about your lower lashes, so do put a little bit of mascara on them or else your eye will be a little too top heavy. To finish off the face, I'm just taking this very warm tone bronzer. It's a terracotta color. It's Solar Riche by MAC. I believe this was limited edition, but they always re-promote it. Going back, I would have probably used an eyeshadow by MAC, Uninterrupted. I think that would have been a better color choice and just contoured with that. But I'm using this for now, but if you do have Uninterrupted, I think that would have been a great option. And then just running that slightly down my nose as well, just to contour that only a little bit. Then I'm going to blend that out with my Real Techniques sponge, as always, so I don't have any harsh lines. Then I'm taking a blush by MAC, which is in Honey Jasmine. If you have Smitten by Makeup Geek, that would work perfectly, but I never received that until after filming this video, so I probably would have used that instead of this, just because the MAC one is limited edition. I think I just stuttered edition really bad there. And then for my highlighter, I'm just taking the one by Hourglass, and it's in Incandescent. It's part of that palette trio that got going on there. And then for my lips, I'm just going to line it with RiRi Woo, which was limited edition as well. If you have MAC Cherry Lip Liner, it's basically the exact same thing, but I just wanted to use this because I thought it was close enough color to what Kendall was wearing out of all the makeup I had. I didn't have an exact match for her lip color, but I'm just trying to work with what I got. And then I'm also taking RiRi Woo by MAC, which was limited edition, but if you have Ruby Woo, that will work perfectly. With the red lip, it's really important to clean everything up. I probably should have used a lip brush to apply that lipstick. Instead, I'm going back in with some concealer and just cleaning up the lines around my mouth, just to make it really crisp. Now that our lips are complete, we're just going to lock everything in place with a finishing spray. This will help make your face not look so cakey if you did apply too much powder product. So here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this Kendall Jenner inspired makeup look. Hope it was a little bit of a change from all the Kylie Jenner ones that are going on out there. And I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming my July favorites, and it's actually into August now. You know the drill. I'm late. Whatever.